Won 7 in a row. Celtics have won 13 straight. And Andre Iguodala can still get up. And Golden State's got the lead 47-42, though they did lead by 17 in the first half of this one. American Express halftime report. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley. Kenny, we'll start with you. You look at this box score, and I'm seeing Durant with 12. I'm seeing Steph with 4 on 1 of 8 as he returns to the lineup. But look at the bench production for Golden State in this one.
Well, the one thing about Golden State, even though Boston had a great run to end the quarter, but their second unit is deceiving. And you're not really sure how to play them as well you would play the first unit. So, what's up, Shaq? If you look at the second unit when Golden State comes in, if you're Boston, you go, well, this second unit, a little bit older, not as active and not athletic. So what they do is they will post you up, and they do slow the game down. And they will slow it down and get you in the post, and Livingston is the guy that they do it. And they say if you don't come one-on-one, he can shoot over any point guard in the league easily and gets buckets. But what you don't remember is if you freeze it here, they have 5 runners now. They still have 5 runners on the floor, and if you do not get back, and if you're Morris or you're Baines and you don't get back, then all of a sudden Draymond Green, he slips out and he becomes a wing player. And the same thing again, if you take a tough shot and you go for the operator and you don't get out, now freeze it. Now everybody's heads are down already. Now they already have a 2-on-1 situation ahead. You throw it to Andre Iguodala and he will get young legs on you and put it in your head. So you have to pay attention to Boston. If you're Boston, that Golden State second unit, very opportunistic in terms of running, and you can't fall asleep that the game is going to slow down because they're older.
One thing I did notice, and I'll get to you on Boston's defense in a second, Golden State is on pace to score 94 points, which you say there is no way Boston would hold this team to 94 points tonight.
Ernie, how in the world has this team won 13 straight games? I'm sitting here watching, and I've watched them play probably 5 times. They would not be favored in the Eastern Conference. Now, I mean, I'm not even talking about Cleveland. I'm not sure they can beat Toronto or Washington.
Wow. Why so cold on them, man?
I'm just saying, I don't know how they're winning these games.
Oh, they're going to beat Toronto.
No, well,
you don't know how they're winning? Well, you want me to tell you how?
Just for the record, Toronto's playing great. They went down to Houston and spanked them.
They always play great during the regular season.
But you got to understand.
Chuck hates the Celtics more than he hates veggies.
Tobias, first of all, that's not a real name.
Don't tell Tobias Harris that.
I was about to say.
Just because people name their kids certain names, that don't make them legit.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, this Celtics team, they don't put, like, if I'm the Wizards or I'm Toronto, I'm like, this is a toss-up series. We can beat this team. And I'm saying that without Hayward, number one. But this team right here, they put zero fear in anybody's heart. Listen, they won 13 in a row. You take your hat off to them. But they will not beat Cleveland. They will not beat Toronto. And I might even say the Wizards.
They're a much better rebounding team than they were a year ago. They're second in the league. They're tied on the boards with Golden State here. They've held the Warriors to 41%.
Chuck says the numbers are lying.
I know.
Ernest, he's saying they're lying.
I know. He's not convinced by the numbers.
Listen,
what do you think?
I said at the beginning of the game, yes, we're playing the champs, but, we're at home. We have to come out. We have to play with energy, and they're doing it. They're shooting 30% from the field, 21% from 3. But great Pat Riley used to always say, you show great players respect by showing them numb. Jaylen Brown out there with the great defense, and they're having fun in there.
He's having a heck of a year, Chuck.
I like they just keep following the shots right there. They just keep playing, play with a lot of energy, and that's why, Golden State keep losing leads. And right here, just continue playing defense, block a shot. I think they're going to win this game tonight.
The defense is what's kept them in the game. If you shoot 30% against Golden State and you're within single digits at halftime, you're doing something right.
Well, you should be at 44 because Marcus wasn't too smart on that one play. So.
Yeah.
They play with great energy. They play really hard. But I'm just.
They're not going to shoot 30% all the time.
I'm just saying. Listen.
Can I ask you a question,
Sure.
What's the difference between this team last year and this team this year, Boston Celtics? Do you think, because we would say that the same fear that you probably had last year is the same you have this year?
No, it don't, because I told you they wasn't legit last year, and Dan Ainge knew that.
No, but I'm just saying, but is there a difference that a team, but they still got to the Eastern Conference Finals? So is there a difference?
last year's team was better than this team.
Okay, well, that's what I was getting at. He thinks
last year's team was better than this team.
Okay.
But like I say, the whole thing is out of whack because of the Gordon Hayward injury, because he's a terrific player. But I'm just saying, the way this team is presently put together, they won't beat Cleveland, and I don't even think they can beat Washington or Toronto.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
It is a 47-42 halftime score. Got another Chuck. The Celtics beat Toronto while on the streak.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, they're playing terrific. That don't mean anything. Even if they win tonight, you don't think they're going to beat the Warriors in a 7-game series? Jeez.
Anyway.
Come on, man.
We know who Chuck does not think will make the NBA Finals, and we'll be back with more after this.